Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of HCW Show Squared. This is edition number 30. We are 30 episodes in, which is insane to say out loud. I'm your host, as always, Dan DP, or as we all say, DPZ. Yeah. And I'm of course joined by the one and only Mr. Impact Craig. How you doing?
You know me, it's that M-I-C. Craig, aka Mr. Impact. Yeah. Excited to talk NXT. Obviously, we'll get into further detail, but probably since I've been watching back watching NXT, it's probably one of my favorite episodes. Back watching NXT, so
Yeah, that's valid. Yeah,
let's talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to talk about NXT Roadblock, which is the special TV event for the 5th of March. This is literally the final stop, the pit stop, the roadblock, if you will, before Stand and Deliver, which is during WrestleMania weekend. So yeah, without any further ado, unless you've got any comments, do you want to just get into it?
Do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so we kick things off with a preview of the show of Lexis King. Okay, but Booker T's back, so he's back in commentary. He might have been back last week. I might have missed it. I genuinely can't remember. But he's here now, so welcome back, Booker. So kicking off things straight away with some high octane action. It's the Asylum match. Dijak and Joe Gacy. Of course, the only other time that we've seen an Asylum match was back in 2017, I want to say. Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley. And that would be more of a comedy match than it would like an actual, violent match. There was a cactus called Mitch or something like that. I remember that much vaguely. But yeah, the match itself between Dijak and Gacy. Dijak wins after 2 Feast Your Eyes. I rated 3 3/4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was absolute chaos. There was doors, tables, duct tape. Gacy did a moonsault off the top of the cage. Dijak did, sorry. Off the top of the cage into a table that Gacy was on. Dijak blinded Gacy with duct tape. There was a trash can, a straitjacket, a fire extinguisher, a kendo stick, and even a box that had an automated glove in it, an automated boxing glove. Great. I'm surprised at the outcome, and honestly, I'm not going to complain. I really enjoyed it, and it was a great way to open the show.
To open, what was it? Like I said, what was probably one of my favorite shows I've ever watched NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Back again. Yeah, love it. My only criticism is not of the match, it's of the WWE Network. The amount of breaks during the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like even though it was clearly stated that I'd be able to watch it without interruption. Watch with the adverts. The amount of breaks was ridiculous. So I felt like I missed half the match because of ad breaks. But everything I got to see of that match, so good. Gacy and Dijak. I was surprised Dijak won. Thought they're going to go for a rubber match, as predicted, but
yeah,
hey, it's often the case with matches like this where it can sometimes underperform or it can overdo it. They got it just right with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. This didn't go too long. It was the perfect length for an opening match. It was if this was a style of 1-on-1 that had no cage, no weapons, it wouldn't have been as good as it was. Like these two needed this environment, the structure, the weapons involved. Like the idea of just seeing Joe Gacy half stripped into a straitjacket trying to set up a table is a sight in itself. Like
great stuff. And I said they both just smashed it. They knew what they had to do, and they did it to perfection, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
What they had to do, it was very well done.
Yeah, fully agree. And honestly, I'm okay if they don't do a third match. I think Dojak's 2 wins here. They don't need to do another one. I think they both move on. And we'll get to it later because I think Dojak is moving on for now.
Yeah.
And for Sam deliver for a program, which I'm looking forward to. But we'll get to that. So we move on backstage. Adriana Rizzo is with Tony D'Angelo as he prepares for his match. Stats comes in. Sorry, talks about Tony's finger clip from last week where he dismissed Carmelo's security detail. But then in comes, surprisingly, and rather fittingly, Luca Crucifino. And this got a cheer from the live NXT audience. He's kind of over. So Tony offers Luca the chance to be a consigliere for Tony's family, which is like the right-hand man, the legal affairs guy, the Tony Hagen for the Corleone family, if you will. And Luca accepts the terms, and Luca is part of the family. I'm not against it. It seemed like a matter of time, like he was going to join it, because he is of Italian descent, or at least the character comes across that way.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's a perfect fit for the family, and he's like the family lawyer, I guess, now for the Angelo family, who also wrestles.
Great fit.
Mm-hmm. Like just because they had like before, like in the early days of NXT 2.0, like Tony D'Angelo had like 2 bodyguards. So there was Stacks, and there was also something called like 2 Dimes, or something like that. And then 2 Dimes was like thrown off a bridge when he left WWE. So
Charming.
Yeah, but like I said, a great fit. Luca, assuming it's not an angle, Luca is a great fit for the family, and the 4 of them should be an interesting little group to keep your eyes on.
Yep. And you also got a tag team there as well.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, you got obviously Stacks and Luca.
Yeah.
So moving on, we had some backstage stuff with Riley Osborne and Fallon Henley. Blair Davenport came in to start trouble. Fallon and Blair had a disagreement, and not much came of it. They sort of walked away. That was it. We're still backstage. Lyra's now in the locker room with Tatum. Tatum claimed that she'll do anything for her and Lyra to become the women's tag champions, and she means anything. She keeps referencing they're going to be more than friends, which understandably gets Lyra a little bit uncomfortable. And then Tatum quickly switches gears and says, "Tag champions." And then Tatum was on a bit of a tangent about how she's going to do these physical actions to the Kabuki Warriors until Lyra cuts her off, basically. And then that pretty much ends it, and then they confirm that they're on the same page. I'm enjoying this whole Tatum character. I didn't think I would, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's got legs, and yeah, interesting to see what happens. See what happens in the match.
Mm-hmm.
Get to that.
But speaking of tag titles, it's time for the men's tag titles as the Wolf Dogs, Baron Corbin and Bron Breakker, defend against Chase U, Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. Chase U, I noticed there, I've got a big entourage as they're accompanied by Riley Osborne, Thea Hale, JC Jane, and Jasmine Nix. And Thea is battling her own actions as she wants to be the erratic Thea Hale that we're so used to see with Chase U. But she has to keep like stopping herself. Be calm, be collected. Like like do what JC taught you and just be calm. Don't be your usual erratic self. I enjoy seeing that from her, that self-conflict within herself. The Wolf Dogs, though, they win and retain Omni following an end of days and spear combination on Andre Chase. Boo. 2 and 3/4 stars I rated this. It was alright. It was, to me, it was nothing special or standout. It was there. It was a good enough match. Chase you lose, and they go back to the drawing board and move forward. Probably to the Guerreros. Yay.
I honestly like the match. I enjoyed it. I like tag team wrestling when it's done like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, it was I guess more of a predictable outcome, but I liked it. I thought they both teams looked really good at what they did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the Thea Hale stuff. You know, on the outside and all that stuff, and you obviously got JC Jane and Jasmine Nix not really caring that much. But Thea wanted to jump about. It's I liked it because it was a very good tag match. Although I did feel like Duke Hudson could have gotten in the ring before the 3 count. Yeah, that's just me.
Man, he might have,
but... pop up. Yeah, I liked it. And very good match.
Yeah. There's a question I have to ask, because JC's obviously been monumental, she's been pivotal in the whole rejuvenation of Chase U. Why is she so uninterested now when she put in so much work to save the university?
Yeah.
Just seemingly revert back to how she was before, and that she didn't care.
But like I said, why do all that work if she's gonna eventually leave? Because that seems to be where it's heading.
Yeah. It just feels like somewhere in booking they threw away the notes of her saving the university, and it's like back to the same old JC before Chase U. But shit, no, Chase U are here now, so we've got to involve them somehow.
Yeah, I mean, like the calendar, and then she basically got them a number 1 contenders match for the tag titles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, confusing, but we'll see where it goes.
Yes. Speaking of seeing where it goes, we go now backstage to an interview with Carmelo Hayes. Kenny Kincaid is the interviewer, of course. And she's trying to ask him questions, and he keeps cutting her off every time. And she's like, I want to ask you about last week. And then Carmelo goes, well, last week was a travesty, isn't it? It's like she didn't even just actually ask the question. It was just them cutting her off.
Yeah.
I love it. He's such a dick.
New security as well.
New security, who he has handpicked. So you must know him personally.
So.
But yeah, it's time now for the next match. It's time for the chairman of NXT. No, not Shawn Michaels. It's different Shawn. It's Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears is here, taking on Uriah Connors, who, for those who don't know, that is Brogan Finlay. That is Fit Finlay's other son, who's not in New Japan. I rated this 0.5 star. It was a squash match. Spotlight for Shawn Spears, really. I don't think Uriah got any offense in. I've got nothing more to say on that, really, other than it was nice to see Brogan Finlay in NXT now.
I mean, I think the only offense he got in was the offense that Shawn Spears told him to get in.
Yeah.
Like, that was about it. Over before it really even started. I think Shawn Spears' entrance lasted longer than the match.
It probably did.
But, yeah.
Yeah, and post-match, though, we get a promo from Shawn Spears who talks about being true to yourself and that Rich Holland's a liar, lying to himself. This then prompts Rich to come out. He takes Spears' chair and threatens to hit Spears with the chair, which Spears wants him to do. And then Ridge has second thoughts. And then referees come out and prevent the whole thing. Why? Why is it even here? Like, what? Is this Shawn Spears trying to get Ridge to unleash his inner demons? Like...
Yeah, I think so, but why is this? Yeah, I'm with you. Why is this happening? I mean, you got Shawn Spears back, and you put him in do something with Ridge Holland.
Mm-hmm. It's I was like, I was saying, like, it's awkward. It's because obviously it's like 2 or 3 weeks. It's 2 weeks in now for Shawn Spears. I'm already seeing like connections to AEW in regards to how he's booked.
Yeah,
and it's like when he started in AEW, he came in straight through to Cody in AEW straight away. His Cody with a steel chair. That's the whole thing for a few months, and it's like it's kind of boring, but you're fighting Cody, so it's fine.
yeah.
This is just Ridge Holland. This is not Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it time, but
yeah,
so far not so good.
Exactly. Yeah, and just to put it in perspective, I'm not blaming it on Shawn. I'm blaming it on Ridge. Ridge is not interested whatsoever. For me, I can say, for me, my opinion, it's not gospel. This is what I think. Moving on though, backstage, Josh Briggs goes to talk to Brooks Jensen, confirming that Brooks will indeed be facing Femi next week for North American title. So RIP Jensen. He wants to question if Brooks is ready for the match. Brooks basically just says, "You told me to grow some balls. This is me doing it. I proved it to you. I'm gonna face Oba. I'm gonna beat Femi. I'm gonna win the title. I'm gonna win the title." And then Briggs is like, "Fair enough. I can't stop you." So that's it really. And then Brooks walks off, and then the camera pans to the side, showing Dijak, and he talks to Briggs saying, "You call your brother, but you're knowingly sitting into his deathbed." So
yeah,
I like it.
I'm into it. Whatever is coming next.
Mm-hmm. Just Briggs and Jensen. Briggs and Dijak. Give me Briggs and Dijak.
Yeah. Just let them batter each other.
Yeah, big hoss fight.
Yeah. Do this.
Backstage now still interview with Ilya Dragunov. Ilya talks about the upcoming main event between Tony and Carmelo. He enjoys seeing Carmelo squirm and that he'll need to earn his next shot. In comes Stax and Crucifino. They're already teaming up to send a warning message on behalf of D'Angelo, who's saying that he'll be winning the match and being the next challenger at Stand and Deliver. Moving on to the women's tag title match now. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, defend against Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley. The Kabuki Warriors win and retain following an insane elbow reverse DDT combination on Tatum. I rated it 3 stars. I enjoyed it. The conclusion was a little foregone because I didn't see Lyra and Tatum winning this personally. But other than the predictable ending, it was a perfectly good match. There were some slight miscommunications between Lyra and Tatum, which would lead to Lyra kicking Tatum, which would be the ultimate reason why they lost. But Asuka and Kairi continue to be top-notch wrestlers. I can't fault either of them. They're both so good. Who'd have guessed it? Asuka and Kyrie being top-notch wrestlers.
Yeah. I really did enjoy this one.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause the last episode I was unsure of how this could end. What would happen, but a little bit of miscommunication is oldie but goldie.
Mm-hmm.
It works for a reason, and it worked this time. But yeah, as I said, I'm a big fan of tag team wrestling, and this was a very good tag team match. You had two very different dynamics, which
Yeah,
is
you had
always an interesting watch.
you had the well-oiled machine in Asuka and Sane, and the are they getting along sort of tandem between Lyra and Tatum.
Yeah.
Obviously post match though, during match, sorry, we're showing Thea Hale and Connor James getting into some sort of disputes backstage. So that's probably going to lead to something down the line. But post match of this, Lyra Valkyria is attacked by Roxanne Perez.
Do it.
Roxanne snaps Lyra's arm in the ring post. Is this the official heel turn of Roxanne?
I'd say so.
It's really annoying because we said last week that it was great that she weren't turning heel. We were like, it's great that she has this aggression because she's not getting her opportunities. Yeah, but she's not a heel; she's an anti-hero, and now she's just a heel. I was like, for fuck's sake.
I reckon Shawn Michaels watched this and said, "Fuck you, I'm turning heel."
Shawn, fuck you. No, love your work, love you, man.
And if my sister heard me saying "fuck you, Shawn Michaels," she'd be very annoyed.
So we move on now to an impromptu match that spawned from the earlier disagreement. It's Fallon Henley and Blair Davenport. Fallon wins via Shining Wizard and some outside interference from a returning Sol Ruka. I rated it 2 stars. It was like 3 or 4 minutes long, the match. I said it last week. The beach vignette thing with the Roadblock logo was too coincidental to not be a thing. And I did say last week, Sol Ruka was who I thought was coming back. And yeah, because she's the only surfer beach type character I can think of within NXT. But yeah, the match was all right for what it was. Well, like I said, it was 3 or 4 minutes. They didn't really get much time to do anything, which is fair because of the ending of the match. So I kind of get why it was like that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see Sol Ruka probably reignite her feud. Well, a feud from over a year ago with Blair Davenport. So that was a fun match last time round. So this should be hopefully just as good.
Yeah, I like Fallon Henley. Glad she got the win. Sets up the continuation of that feud with Sol, and I keep calling her B.
That's fair.
I keep calling it, yeah, because I haven't seen much of it. I haven't watching NXT. I haven't seen, because I used to watch NXT quite sporadically, so I didn't see a lot of Blair Davenport. I didn't really watch NXT UK that much, so I think B Priestley, but Blair Davenport. But yeah, it continues that feud, gives Fallon a win.
Yeah.
I want to see what they do with Fallon Henley, because she needs something.
Well, if I had to guess, like they allude to it a bit later on actually, but the tag match set up between Connor James, Izzy Dame, and Thea Hale and a partner that she can't get right now because JJ James and Jasmine Nick want nothing to do with it. So I imagine Fallon will probably slot in there.
Yeah, probably go down the Chase U route. I think.
Yeah, and then Fallon can join Chase U. Yeah.
Hey you. Yeah, you. Do you like this video? There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me. Damn fuckers.
Put her another faction.
Why not? But yeah, everyone, get your senses ready because it's time for another Ava appearance. She's here in her office talking to Gigi Dolan. Gigi wants to fight Ariana Grace, but Ariana wants nothing to do with it. She knows the point in fighting, so she don't want to fight. She agrees to fight Gigi eventually, but on the one condition: if Ariana wins, she'll get to teach Gigi how to release her inner beauty and be more like her. Ariana's winning. I hope she wins this match.
I'm so here for this.
Just these classes with Ariana and Gigi, where you're trying to get Gigi to just embrace the art of not fighting.
I don't know how she's going to win it, but Ariana has to win this.
Mm-hmm.
I need this. It's going to be... Oh. Yeah, I was saying the other week that, Ariana needs something.
Mm-hmm.
And so does Gigi. This is it.
Yeah, this can be that thing. Absolutely.
Like, obviously, it's not going to be, week. Like, it's not going to last months and months and months. Might last a few weeks before Gigi loses her shit, and then we have a match, the second match. But I need these segments.
Yeah, even if it's just 1 week where it's like segments throughout the episode, it's like remember when Fallon Henley beat Tiffany Stratton, and Tiffany had to be like the stable hand for the day. Like, just stuff like that. Like, someone going completely out of their comfort zone, out of their character's comfort zone, is perfect. And ideally, I want to see a converted Gigi, like, to this art of just not fighting anyone. Like, I want her to be the protege of Ariana Grace.
I need Eleanor to win. I have to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Have to see this.
So after this, we go to the parking lot. Shawn Spears says that he's begun to show Ridge Holland the light, and that next week he'll show Ridge how to embrace it. So that is confirmed for next week. We're getting Ridge Holland and Shawn Spears in a match. Yay. It's time for a promo now. The No Quarter Catch crew are here. Charlie Dempsey, Drew Gulak, Damon Kemp, and Miles Bourne. They're all here. The Heritage Trophy is here. It's a massive trophy. Dempsey calls it an honour and that he's had some interest in it for a while now. He says that the trophy aligns with his visions and values and goals when it comes to the art and sport of wrestling. Damon Kemp then claims that because Dempsey's champion, all 4 of them are eligible and all 4 of them are champion, which is not how it works. But Gulak reveals that they're going to enter the tag tournament that was set up earlier. I don't recall any mention of this whatsoever. So I must have missed that.
I didn't hear it.
But before I can continue, here comes Mr. Regal. William Regal is back on NXT TV. We get chants aimed at Dempsey of "That's Your Father." Basically, Regal's out here. He just says that he confirms that he cares about the trophy and that it's a testament to the men and women who came before within British wrestling. He hopes that Dempsey and the NQCC will defend it with honour and integrity that it deserves. Dempsey then retorts, saying he'll defend it better than Regal ever could. And Regal lets off a proud fatherly grin. As does Dempsey, as the son. They're both grinning because they both they love it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Although for a second, I forgot what Regal's music sounded like. So I thought it was Imperium.
Oh,
for a very
shit.
brief second, I thought it was Imperium. Then I saw. I think obviously you couldn't see it behind them, but all I saw was "Made in Britain" on the Regal's Tron. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, of course it's Regal. I was literally just like thinking, like I remembered that that's Regal's son, and then out comes Regal. I was like, that is just great. I'm not sure about the all four members of the NQCC defending the trophy. I know there's a 3-bird rule, but that's only for 3. So
how about the 4-bird rule?
yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited to see Dempsey's challenges for this match, for the trophy. Sorry, because he and Gulak are amazing wrestlers. I don't care for Damon or Miles right now. That could change in the future, but right now I don't. Dempsey's a great wrestler, and I hope he's the only one who defends the trophy.
Excited for this.
Moving on from the current trophy holder to the former trophy holder. Noam Dar is just staring into the void. He's staring into space. He has lost all hope. He's non-consolable until Latigen lifts his hat. I have no idea. Is Noam in denial? Is that what this is, or is he actually fine?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was so great. I think it's a denial thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
he'll be like, oh, we'll go after the North American title next for him. He'll get a shot over me, and then lose, and have that reality set in that he's not a champion anymore.
Great stuff.
But we move on now after the next week stuff. Next week. We move on now to the main event. Sorry, determine the number 1 contender for Ilya Dragunov's NXT title at Stand and Deliver. Tony D'Angelo and Carmelo Hayes. And to everyone's, including mine, surprise, Tony D'Angelo wins. They forget about it, which is a semi-clean victory after arranging for Trick Williams music to play and distract Carmelo. I rated the match 3 stars. You can stop with that. You can stop. I can see you just rubbing your chest. You weren't sure. So don't act like you knew. You're acting very sus now, I must say.
I wasn't sure, but I thought this is probably where it was going to go. I thought it was when Trick's music played, I thought I didn't know what I thought. Yeah. I don't know if it was legit. Obviously, it didn't feel completely legit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, at the end, Tony being that a giving Don, Trick does come back, but not through security.
No.
Pops up in the ring behind Mello, and I thought the music being played beforehand slightly ruined it. Like I was buzzing for Trick to come back, but the music being played beforehand, it slightly ruined it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get it, that happens a lot, but I thought it was going to be a. I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but I had a feeling Tony was going to win.
Yeah, it's definitely something I agree with. It definitely ruined it. I feel like it could have done a lot better if they played it during the match. That's fine, but then don't have it come out at the end of the show. Like, save it. Like it's
Or don't play the music twice.
exactly Like just say I've got a gift for you, and then out he comes. Like no music, just there. Because honestly, it kind of felt a little dead. Like there was no Booker T going, what? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like I
Oh
don't
yeah,
particularly
man.
I don't particularly like Booker T in general.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm in the same boat. I just like him for Trick's entrance. That's it.
Yeah.
Um,
I suppose maybe because considering Booker T was really putting over Mello, but
mhm.
he couldn't. He would seem a bit what I'm looking for, a little bit two-faced if he did the trick
That's
thing
fair. Yeah,
and putting over Mello so hard.
but yeah,
Wrong.
as we've alluded to, Trick Williams doesn't need come back at the end of the show. He whoops that Carmelo. In perhaps the most overselling I've seen in recent history.
Honestly, I was thinking the same during the match. Like my mind went straight to Shawn Michaels. Like he already did the Rockers Shawn Michaels turn, had the jacket on for the promo, and then does the overselling.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mind it if he's going down the arrogant 90s Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Bring out Sherry, sing the version of the song.
And hey, he spent a lot of time in the barber shop.
There you go. It's all there. But yeah, the match itself, I rated 3 stars. It was a very good match between Angelo and Carmelo. The only reason I didn't rate it higher is because there's a point to this that I feel is relevant in my own head and in the general arc of this, the way I see it. The match for me between Carmelo and Tony felt quite empty. Even though it was number 1 contenders match, it felt like there wasn't really a real stake. Because ultimately the story here is Carmelo and Trick. It's not Ilya and Tony. Like they might change that in the next 4 weeks and build something great between Tony and Ilya. But as of right now, the main overarching story of the whole of NXT is when was Trick Williams going to come back? And Carmelo's history of Trick and the world title potentially involved in this. Now we know that it's not going to be involved because Tony got the shot, the single shot. It just sort of hits a little differently because now you know your biggest match in NXT is not going to be for the world title. So, does it main event stand and deliver? And if it does, where'd you put Ilya and Tony? And then if it doesn't, how does any match follow Carmelo Trick?
This is it. See, with the 2 matches they set up here, I feel like one has to open and one has to close. Like this is the opener and main event of the shows.
Yes.
Show. In what order, I don't know, but I think this has to be the opener and closer.
Mm-hmm.
I still think maybe they could do because Melo has a genuine gripe in that he was distracted, like Tony distracted him during the match.
Yeah.
Had paid someone to distract Melo. So Melo has a gripe of that wasn't fair. But I, as I thought last week, maybe it would be Melo and Trick open, winner of that match, then goes to the main event and triple threat. But thinking about it more,
Mm-hmm.
this is a big story. It's not like it's not Triple H and Daniel Bryan where Triple H was trying to stop that Bryan from getting to the main event.
Mm-hmm.
This is Melo turned on Trick.
Yeah, this is a years-long friendship that's been betrayed.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that this has to be the main event. Or, they might, as we alluded to last week, they might just do Tony and Ilya on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but again, I don't know. Yeah,
It's
I
a
hate
weird,
not knowing.
It's a weird corner they've put themselves in now, because even though we're out of Vince era of WWE, we're still doing the same problems. It's that we're still putting ourselves in the corners. That the main story is Carmelo Trick, and your world title's not involved in that, which I get it, because it should be about the title, which I agree with.
Yeah.
It's not about that. It's a personal feud. But this is much more important than Ilya's defense against Tony D'Angelo. And again, I said it before, they could build Tony and Ilya to the point where it's a big story that is worthy of a main event. But in 4 weeks, I don't think you're going to build Tony D'Angelo to any point of relevancy that he surpasses Carmelo Hayes, or Trick Williams. Carmelo has the main event, but then I don't think NXT would put the world title as the opener. I don't think they've done that before.
I'm struggling to think of when they did that.
Because right now your card of Stand and Deliver is going to be Carmelo Trick, Tony Ilya, Lyra Roxanne, probably a multi-tag team match, Ofemi against someone, and maybe an additional match. I know, because there's 5 anyway, and there's not even 5 anyway on these shows. So, it's a really tough call to make, because on one hand you can't just add Tony and Ilya to the commercial match anyway, because it's a personal feud. It needs to be 1-on-1.
Yeah, it deserves its own spotlight. In fact, with nothing, with the only thing on the line being retribution.
Mm-hmm. Like, after Trick beats Carmelo, or Carmelo, maybe cheats to beat Trick, then they can focus on the world title. Or say Carmelo cheats to beat Trick at Stand and Deliver, then Carmelo is focused on the title, but Trick is trying to focus on getting Carmelo back, and then that can lead into a triple threat or something, because they've had that 1-on-1 feud already. They've had that 1-on-1 match. It's a really tough corner they've put themselves in here. And I don't know what they're going to do. But that is the best part about it.
Yeah.
It's the worst part and the best part.
Yeah. Got no real expectations of what they're going to do. All I know is that the matches would be, Trick and Melo will be a fantastic match.
Mm-hmm.
Where they put it and what they do with it, I can't call. I like it. Even though it's frustrating.
Mm-hmm. But but yeah, that was NXT Roadblock. As Craig said, this is a very good show. It's not the best I've seen of NXT, but I've watched NXT for a long time. So, yeah, I've seen a lot of NXT. It's quite sickening. But yeah, that's been Roadblock. As always with videos, please like, comment, subscribe, share. It's all free stuff to do, and it don't hurt you, and it helps us. So please do it. Other than that, obviously, the group medias are above me and Craig here. So our Twitter is there, Instagram there, Facebook there. Our Twitch should be on there, but I can't find the room for it, so pretend it's there. It's the same word anyway. And of course, if you feel so inclined, please do us follow us on our own personal medias. Mine is just here beneath my camera, and Craig's but just underneath his. It's pointing to your left. Yeah, it's just at your left. Yeah. But yeah.
Look at me.
It's just somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been HCW Show Squared. I've been Dan. This has been Craig, and we'll bid you adieu.